Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another interview on MMA Unhinged. And as you can see, joined by familiar face, Jack Grant. An absolute pleasure, Jack. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
No, it's great to get you on. Got you on just before the Brave, and obviously out there, did your thing. Absolutely phenomenal. Love to talk about that first. Buzzer beater, last minute submission. How good did that feel? It was fantastic
Yeah,
to
it was
watch.
really good, mate. I was enjoying it, and managed to get the finish, which I was looking for. I was just trying to wait for me opportunity to latch onto something. I didn't want to risk losing position too easy and ending up on the bottom.
Was it good just to get back out there? Obviously, it had been a while since you stepped in about just over a year. I think Nathan Jones was 2022, so just over a year, a bit maybe. Was it good to just get back out there and fighting again? In a great organization like Brave.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Brave was amazing. Obviously, a really good show. Yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed traveling as well, so it was a bonus, really. But yeah, such a good show, uh, good opportunity, and I really enjoyed it. Braves a quality place to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe it would have been. I believe it would have been Bahrain anyway that you would have went. Is that correct? Yeah, if I
Yeah,
remember.
Bahrain. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
I thought where they did all like the eye maths and stuff.
yeah. But that was cool. I've never been to Bahrain, but something that would love to tick off my list. So yeah, I'll have to if I eventually go, I'll have to try and get some tips off you.
Yeah, no, it's a nice place, mate. I enjoyed it. It turned out I actually knew a few people that trained jiu-jitsu
Oh
in
yeah.
the UK that then had gyms out there, so that was pretty cool. And got to go around and train a little bit. You know what I mean? Use some nice gyms. It was good.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about what happened off the back of that. Obviously, last minute submission. You really announced yourself back on the scene again, and that obviously led on to another opportunity. PFL Paris against what they say is Lazy King. That's what they call him. You took the fight. No one was taking that fight. I feel like everyone was avoiding that fight. Firstly, what can you really take away from that split decision loss, which ultimately you could have got the win that night, but you didn't. But what can you take away from that?
Yeah, I enjoyed the fight. I definitely hindsight's always a good thing. I definitely had changed just a few little things with my approach, but you know, either way, I felt good. And I felt like I actually edged the first two rounds, but after the last round, obviously I knew he was swinging towards the end, and I can remember just thinking they're probably not going to give me this in Paris. But I felt like I had more top time. I definitely landed more punches. Well, it came up on the statistics anyway because the cage counts it all, doesn't it, on PFL, which is cool. I think I had 75% top time, and I definitely hit more punches than him. He just got high scores for those chokes, but it's just one of those. It's close but no cigar. So
Yeah, I think the famous saying is it is what it is. That's
yeah,
what it was. It is what it was.
absolutely, yeah.
If it wasn't in Paris, you never know.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I mean, in jiu-jitsu, the reason that you only give an advantage for a submission attempt is because nobody can really define how dangerous or how tight that submission was. If the mechanics aren't right and it's not either passing you out or breaking your limb, then it's just an advantage. And points overrule that. So I can remember in my head thinking I might have this, but obviously they're going to give it to the homeboy.
I'd love to talk about obviously the attention behind that fight. There was a lot of it going. Everyone was looking forward to that fight. Ultimately, because everyone knew how good you was, and everyone knew how good Lazy King was. Going into that fight, did it feel like there was a lot of eyeballs that obviously what he brought, and obviously the challenge that you was bringing as well?
Yeah, definitely. He was a bit of a superstar in France. Really, really popular out there, and yeah, I enjoyed it though. You know what I mean? I want to ask whether people wanted me to win or not. I enjoyed all the boos. Makes no difference to me. It's just noise. And yeah, I enjoyed the fight. To be honest, obviously I didn't get the result I felt like I deserved, but equally it was a good fun fight, and he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? I'd love to run it back for sure.
I think all the fans would love to see that one run back. Maybe 5 rounds. Maybe that could be something. What we saying about that?
Yeah, to be fair, I wish I had more rounds. I know, like, towards the back end of it, he started swinging whilst I was seated and looking to work my way back to my feet. But I don't know why, but like when I felt like I had a little bit more than him, like in the gas tank, I felt like I had a little bit more left. I felt like he just had the good top position towards the back end and just kind of let rip on the last bit. But yeah, I think 5 rounds. I'd love that too. Like it'd be amazing. But for me personally, if I get that rematch, which I would love that rematch, I'd want to beat him the same rounds, the same rules, and start lining a trilogy up with him because I truly believe I can beat him.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like you showcased it that night as well. You look fantastic. Going back to the attention as well. Do you believe that that was a good opportunity for yourself to showcase how good you was? I feel like there was a lot of people. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe counting you out. Maybe overlooking you because they were looking into the hype of Lazy King. Obviously, he had loads of fans, etc. Blah blah blah. But do you feel like there's a lot of people counting you out, and you kind of showcased, I'm about it, and I'm real out here, and I'm good. Is that what you feel like you showcased that night?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I was definitely being counted out. Everyone thought he was just going to go in there and submit me. Um, you know, I'd never tap in France anyway. Nah, I didn't really feel. I know he was close with the chokes. He had some. There was tight as well. But I'm durable. I'm experienced in jiu-jitsu, and there was no way I was tapping to those chokes. I felt like I could just create the space to obviously not pass out, and I'm as tough as they come. I ain't tapping to pain, so yeah, not a chance. I feel like I've definitely shocked a lot of people. I managed to I ended up with lots of nice messages off French fans that probably didn't know me before and saying that I'd earned a fan. So I think I changed their mind.
See, that's what come off the back of it. Earning some fans, some French fans. So the next fight is Charlie Leary. You might have some French fans in the audience.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the French are super passionate about the fighting. Unbelievable how they get behind their fighters, and yeah, cool to have them.
We'll talk about the next fight against Charlie. Actually, Charlie obviously been around the block like yourself. An absolute veteran. Been in Bellator for such a long time. What are you expecting from Charlie? For someone that as I just mentioned, there, been around the block for such a long time. Kind of seen there, done that, like yourself as well. What are you
Yeah,
expecting on the night from Charlie?
I think he's going to come out pretty quick. I feel like he's just going to look to get straight into it, and I think he's going to look to be getting his hands going loosely and flicking out some shots. He's predominantly a boxer, and I've got to be smart, and look to counter that and drag him into my world a little bit and into my strengths as well. And I feel like I could possibly catch him on the feet or get him down and put on a bit of a passing clinic and really showcase some good, solid jiu-jitsu.
A club and sub. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, well, I'm not like ever in a rush to take a fight down. Like I don't really like to fight like that. Like I don't like to like graft for takedowns straight away and risk the potential of being tired when someone's fresh. I like to just feel the fight out, have a look at him. If I can nick an easy takedown, of course, but I'm happy to get my hands going as well. I believe I can. I believe I can trade with him, and I think I can expose some nice openings on him.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about the boxing of Charlie. Obviously, he's got some loose hands that he talked about. He's very good on the feet. But do you feel like with your grappling, that's too big of an advantage where he's going to be more scared of your grappling than you are more scared of his boxing, for example?
Yeah, I feel like as we get into the fight, I feel like he'll come out fast, but I feel like as we get into the fight, I think I can make him respect it a little bit more. And yeah, I don't think it'll be the wisest idea to keep rushing in on me because I feel like it will definitely expose him to some really bad positions.
Absolutely. This fight, obviously, off the back of the Lazy King fight, what are you looking to showcase? Is it? I'm still on the map. I'm still about. I might have lost, or I should have won, etc. Blah blah blah. But I'm still one of the top guys in the world right now, if not Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I do genuinely believe I'm one of the best welterweights in Europe. I think I match up well with pretty much everybody. And for me, like, not really looking to showcase anything. I just want to go in there and just show how much I love fighting. I do really enjoy what I do. I don't do it for anyone else, so it's just all for me. It's for my own mind. It's something I just don't know how to like not do this. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like I guess some people like to have a drink on a weekend. I like to have a scrap. You know what I mean? So it's just how like the working man would get to the weekend and go to the pub for loads of beers. I like to, and obviously, have a fight.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's it.
I was literally about to say you talked about love people like to have beers, and I was just thinking about people like to have both a few beers and then and then
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. I mean, both sounds more fun to me, but yeah. No, I just that's what I love to do. I only do it for me. I'm not really bothered about impressing anyone else. I want to go in there and impress myself. I want to come back from that fight and think, I did a good job there, and look to get into that next round.
Absolutely. So in a Jack Grant mind, then in a headset, how would he like to get it done then on against Charlie Leary in Newcastle, PFL Europe 2, fantastic showcase for yourself on the big stage. In Jack Grant's head, how would he like to get it done?
Yeah, I'd love to go in there and I'd love to get a finish. First or second round. I'll finish him right at the back end of the round if I can. But of course, earlier the better, and then get into that next round of the tournament. With not too many miles on the clock. But Charlie's a tough guy. He's a veteran. You got to just respect him and just. It's all going to come down to just being smart on the night. You know what I mean? And I believe if I'm able to get in there, keep composed, keep cool, I feel like I can definitely finish him for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, the tournament. Obviously, this is the first round. Talk to me about that. The other competitors. Anyone else that you're looking at the rest of the roster in there, and you think, you know what, I'd love to take it against you next. Is there anyone?
Not really. No, obviously, I haven't really looked past Charlie to be honest. I think to myself, just one fight at a time. Go in there, beat this guy, and then start looking at the next guy. I'm taking them all as separate fights. Um, until I get through to that next round, I ain't even got that fight. So I'm just looking at Charlie, tunnel vision, get the job done, and then on to the next guy. I did see a few of them fight anyway, because obviously some of them fought on the card in Paris. So I have seen some of them, but again, it was a while ago now, and I haven't looked back at it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about obviously last time you're on the global PFL global. This time you're switching sides a little bit to the Europe. Is there something in the back of your head, like if after this tournament, hopefully we win this, head then to the global? Is that on your mind as well? Maybe long term a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like these are all options. I'm just taking it one fight at a time. Whoever they put in front of me, I'm just there to fight that guy. I'm just happy to have a big stage. Of course, I want to get into like the $1 million tournament and stuff like that. That's it's got to be a goal for anybody. But I just love to have a fight. I love being focused and having a bit of purpose, and that's what a fight does for me.
100%. Jack Grant, mate, it's an absolute pleasure. It's going to be a fantastic showcase, isn't it? PFL Europe 2 in Newcastle. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolute barn burner. June 8th. Make sure you catch it. Jack Grant versus Charlie Leary. Jack, an absolute pleasure, mate. I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, I'll be there in attendance just to watch the atmosphere and watch the build up and watch the fight.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
No, yeah, same, mate. I'm looking forward to it as well. And obviously, I've got a lot of friends like Sunderland Way On and stuff like that. They're going to be coming down, and yeah, I'm look. It's like a home away from home.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Obviously, you mentioned that you obviously lived in Sunderland before we went live. Hopefully, you'll have good friend and former training partner, obviously Justin Burlinston there as well.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, he'll definitely be in attendance, I imagine. And same with all the guys from Northeast Jiu Jitsu and TFT as well. So that'll be awesome.
Absolute savages. Jack, mate, an absolute pleasure. Wish you the best of luck. I'll catch you on June 8th in Newcastle. Be
Yeah,
great.
I'll see you soon. Cheers, mate. Thank you.